Breakfast hash. What is it? Well, simply put, it's pan-fried potatoes, your choice of cooked meat, a few eggs, and a couple of vegetables. It's that simple, and it only takes about 30 minutes. Let's get to it. The two essential ingredients for this dish are potatoes and eggs. I've gone for bacon, mushrooms, and spring onions as my extras. Other options include peppers, fresh tomatoes, pancetta, lardons, or even spam. Screenshot this for a quick recipe card. These are red potatoes. They've got a buttery flavour and hold a really nice texture whilst cooking. Start by peeling your potatoes. Let the skins fall into a bowl or food bin to keep your workspace nice and tidy. With a sharp knife, square off two opposite sides of the potato so it can lay flat whilst you cut. Slice lengthways, almost an inch thick. Stack them up, slice lengthways again to make matchsticks. Turn the potato 90 degrees and cut across to make cubes. Transfer them to your saucepan and give the potatoes a rinse in cold water. Then fill it up with just enough cold water to cover the potatoes. Get the pan on a high heat, add salt and bring it up to the boil. Once it's boiling, drop the heat to medium and let it simmer for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, drain them gently as the potatoes have softened and we don't want to break up their texture. Now, mushrooms will shrink and lose water whilst they cook, so bear that in mind before you start frying. You can slice them into small chunks like so, or even crumble them between your fingers. Chuck these in a bowl for now. For the spring onions, we'll remove any wilted bits, line up 3 stalks and trim off the roots. Slice thinly across, making sure to separate the whites from the greens. We're going to use the whites to fry up for a few minutes in the pan and the greens to garnish the dish at the end. Set these aside for later. Now we'll fry up the potatoes. Get a non-stick pan on high heat with some olive oil and butter. Add your potatoes in, don't overcrowd the pan, and do this in 2 batches if you have to. We want each cube of potato to receive enough heat and contact time with the pan to crisp up nicely, otherwise it will turn into a pile of mashed potato. Wait a few minutes for each side to crisp up nicely before you turn them over, and be gentle when you do this. They will break up slightly, but trust the process, these broken edges will turn crispy in about 10 minutes. Keep the potatoes under a warm grill and repeat with the second batch if necessary. If you've gone for bacon, get your grill nice and hot, lay out the rashers on a piece of foil and let them grill for a few minutes aside or until crispy at the edges. For pancetta, lardons or spam, you can fry these up with the mushrooms and spring onions. With our potatoes keeping warm under a grill, wipe out your pan, add a glug of olive oil and start frying your mushrooms or peppers. Add a pinch of salt to help draw out the excess water. Fry these up and stir occasionally. Add the whites of the spring onions and fry for a few minutes. If you've got fresh tomatoes, they can go in at this stage, they don't need a lot of cooking. Now chop up the bacon and add it straight into the pan. If you've got spam, lardons, pancetta, now is the perfect time to add those in. Make sure to cook those down for a few minutes or until they turn nice and golden brown. Add your crispy potatoes back into the pan and get those ingredients mixed together. Once again, we'll transfer our ingredients to a plate and keep them warm under a grill. Wipe out your pan, add a knob of butter and crack your eggs gently into the pan. Fry them over medium heat for 3 to 5 minutes or until the whites are fully set. Hit it with some black pepper and salt and then it's ready to serve. Using a spatula, lay your eggs on top of the hash. Sprinkle on the green onions. Hollandaise sauce is optional, but it makes a huge difference. Check out my previous video where I show you a quick hollandaise recipe. And there you have it, a delicious breakfast hash. What makes this dish is the crispy pan-fried potatoes. The texture and crunch you get next to the soft richness of the egg and hollandaise sauce is well worth the extra effort. I hope you feel inspired to give this recipe a go. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Check out some of my previous videos for more cooking inspiration. I'll see you soon.